Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I wanted to do sort of a sketchbook tour of my planner. And this is a planner I purchased on Etsy. It's from a company called Typa, and they are out of Estonia. And they take and repurpose old books that people don't want anymore, libraries don't want in their collection anymore, and they repurpose them and turn them into other products. So this book was turned into a planner. And I thought that was just the coolest idea, and I purchased it without knowing what I was going to do with it. Now, in my life, I have had many art loves, and because of all these different loves, I kind of spread myself too thin. I really love photography, and I love wheel throwing pottery, and I love sculpting, and I love graphic design, and I love drawing. And in doing all these different ones, I was never focused on any one of them long enough to actually try and dedicate my time to that to actively improve. So for years, I have sort of just dipped my toe in all these different fields and enjoyed them surface level, but never really dug down deep and got difficult with it. And I decided at the beginning of this year that I needed to pick a niche and stick with it. What was the one art form that I love the most? Which one is the one I look most forward to doing? Which one is the one I constantly think about? Which one is the one that if I never did it again, I would miss the most? And for me, that is illustration. And it's illustration on paper. So I do love digital illustration, but again, that's another art form that is a whole different skill set that time needs to be dedicated to. So I have limited time. I have 1 to 3 hours a day to create, and I feel that time. And so I decided this year that I was going to make that a top priority, and I was just going to concentrate on illustration. And to keep myself from getting bored or having burnout, I would do illustration in many different mediums. So pen and ink, pencil, colored pencil, watercolor, all these different sort of, ways to create and draw on paper. And I decided to dedicate this specific planner to my long-term goal of becoming a better artist and illustrator. So my goal this year was to do one thing a day. Just do one thing where you dedicate your time to your end goal. Now I have stickers from all over. Dribbble sent me some. I think this is maybe from Kickstarter. This is from Redbubble. This one is from my favorite ceramicist. She and I did wheel throwing pottery together. Her name's Rachel. I love her. And so within my planner, I just did one thing. And it was all over the place in the beginning. I could not find sort of my rhythm. Now, I clearly love stickers, and I love doodling, and I love mycology. Mycology is my favorite form of biology. So you're going to see a lot of mushrooms in this planner. But I gave myself the space to do something. And some days in the beginning, all I was doing was reading about the business of having an illustration business or some tips and techniques. And it got to the point, I tried Art Snacks a lot. This one was from 2017. It got to the point where I felt like I was reading too much and not doing enough. This is also from 2017. And I just felt like you can only read about painting so long, and then you just have to start painting if you want to get better. So I started putting the books down and started picking up all the paper and all the products and creating my own drawing challenges and creating my own projects and just dedicating my time to that and just trying to improve and see if I could make illustration a priority in my life every single day. Like, could I come up with a routine and just give myself the time and space and the grace to learn and make mistakes and stop comparing myself and just work on drawing. Whether it be creating a style or sticking to a theme for a month, just every little thing. And I documented where I received stickers from companies I purchased from in the year. I put them in this book. And I had purchased some stickers from Etsy, and they are in here. Some of these stickers are from Amazon. These are the monthly stickers from Etsy. I'll link some of this stuff down below. The amount of different products and supplies I went through. This is a Kickstarter to support an artist. The amount of stuff I went through to fill a sketchbook is a lot. Most of this is polychromos colored pencil with micron. But I just made sure that I kept going, because sometimes you can't see the forest through the trees and you don't know if you're actually making progress because you're just bogged down by that one day. But I learned that just taking it one day at a time is the best way to do this, is not to look at the huge sort of end goal of filling an entire sketchbook, is just to look at the day. And in just looking at the day, I don't feel overwhelmed. I even documented when I limited myself during the Mermaid drawing challenge to these 6 colors. I documented them in case I want to do this specific color scheme again. I put that in my notes. Different doodles I added to illustrations that I wanted to recreate. Notes from sellers. When sellers do a personal note, I included that. And stickers from businesses. Can you tell I was doing Mermaid? These were some of the eyes I created that I really enjoyed. Here's again from a small creator. I just put it all in here. Everything. And everything went toward my goal. So in June, I want to show you this. This, I had 28 subscribers. Now I know the numbers don't matter, but if you look at the very first videos I uploaded, and I have videos going back 4 years, they are all art related, but I'm not talking. It's to music. And I wasn't sure if I was adding anything new to YouTube that other creators weren't already creating. And other creators, you know, they have video editing software, and some of them have teams and folks that help them. So I wasn't sure in a 10-minute time span with no editing, could I provide value to the viewer? Could I offer something nobody else is offering? This is from 2018. And the numbers reflect that people are interested in what I'm doing. That's what I got from writing those down, is that I'm not totally off my mark. Here I purchased Blackwing for the first time. That was in July. I did Vlogmas in July, where I did a video every day. And not all those videos were watched, and that's okay. It's a learning, and it's growing, and it's being consistent. And that's sort of what I figured out with this planner, is that I can see the immense amount of progress in everything I did. Now, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would still do a plan with me every Monday where I lay out what I want to draw. So this would happen regardless of whether it was on film or not. I just have a video on top of everything else I'm doing. You see my love of mushrooms? Where I live, they are beautiful. Okay, anyway. So these were some of the more polished layouts for the Plan With Me video that I do on Mondays. And these were a lot of fun. And I hit 100 in September. So I am offering something that people enjoy, but I want to say thank you, because I am so honored and humbled by the responses I'm getting from my videos, by the number reflecting that people enjoy what I am creating, even though it's kind of low tech and some things are just me chatting about the week, that you want to spend time with me. And I'm so honored that you want to do that with me, that thank you just seems like not enough. This is a micron. And in October, I hit 200. I also spilled water on the spread, but managed to save it quickly. You are so wonderful for spending your time with me and hanging out with me, and I hit 300 in November. And I know that's not a lot compared to some YouTubers, but I don't compare myself to them. My channel's sort of different. So I just look at where I was at 28 subscribers in June and where I am now in December. And in December, I'm over 400. And that's because of you. And I just thank you. And in the back of this really cool planner, they provided a dot grid bullet journal style. And I started making notes and planning how I'm going to do my sketchbooks and looking at monthly challenges. And making sure on days that I'm tired, I have notes I can fall back on that will assist me and help me. And I can use for multiple challenges. This list was for Mermaid and Smogist. This is me doing Junebug. This is me trying to figure out World Watercolor Month. Here I am doing October's Mabs Drawloween. And here is all my notes for my no-buy. I'm doing the work. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me in this video and for following along. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.